What happened shows cross into the public eye, sparking national outrage, global interest, and even government reform. Equatorial Guinea is grappling with an unprecedented scandal, one that began as a financial investigation and morphed into a full-blown media storm. Baltasar Ebang Engonga, director of Equatorial Guinea's National Financial Investigation Agency, is at the center of the controversy. Known as a figure in the fight against financial crime, Engonga is now infamous for something entirely different. Hundreds of leaked sex tapes featuring encounters with multiple partners, including wives of other officials. But this scandal is more than just a public relations nightmare. It's a story of power, privacy, ethics, and accountability. It began as a routine anti-corruption probe, another step in Equatorial Guinea's effort to root out financial misconduct at the highest levels. Baltasar Ebang Engonga, head of the nation's Financial Investigation Agency, was at the center of this investigation. Known for his charm and high-profile connections, Engonga was a figure of respect, or so the public thought. Investigators were sifting through his records and digital files, looking for clues of fraud, embezzlement, or irregularities in his financial dealings. Then, they made a discovery that none could have anticipated. Hundreds of explicit videos hidden among the files of a man entrusted to safeguard the nation's financial integrity. The sheer volume was staggering, over 400 videos, many of which were filmed within the very walls of his government office. But the revelations didn't end there. These tapes reportedly captured Engonga in compromising, explicit encounters with numerous partners, some of whom were the wives and relatives of other high-ranking officials. The videos depicted scenes not just in his office, but in hotels, restrooms, and other unexpected places, leaving little doubt about Engonga's willingness to blur the line between personal pleasure and public office. Initially, the tape circulated quietly among close groups on WhatsApp, but whispers of the scandal soon grew into deafening roar. Within hours, the videos had made their way to the open social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter, spreading across the internet like wildfire. The footage captivated audiences worldwide and sparked outrage among citizens back home, where Engonga had long been known for his role in fighting financial corruption. Its click, share, and comment seemed to fuel the story's momentum, with users fascinated not only about the salacious details but by the sheer audacity of a high-ranking official misusing his office so brazenly. It wasn't just the number of tapes or the shocking setting that added fuel to the fire. It was the involvement of prominent figures. Engonga's partners allegedly included relatives of the country's most powerful leaders, including the extended family of Equatorial Guinea's president. The layers of intrigue, betrayal, and misuse of authority added new depth to the scandal, as the story took on a life of its own, sparking discussions of loyalty, privacy, and corruption. Suddenly, Engonga was no longer simply a government official under investigation. He was the central figure in one of the most shocking scandals Equatorial Guinea, and perhaps the world, had seen. A man once tasked with protecting the nation's financial integrity was now at the heart of a crisis, with every new video and piece of information pulling more of the country's leadership into its grip. The tapes revealed not only Engonga's indiscretions, but a complex web of relationships, secrets, and questionable conduct, casting doubt on the ethical standards of those in power. As the videos gained momentum online, so did public outrage. In response, Vice President Teodoro Obiang Mangwe took swift action. Through social media, he announced immediate suspensions for any civil servants engaging in similar acts in government offices, stating that such behavior flagrantly violated the code of conduct and public ethics. To further prevent office spaces from becoming sites of scandal, Obiang mandated the installation of surveillance cameras across ministries and government facilities. The government also pressured telecommunications companies to restrict internet access, limiting image downloads in an attempt to curb the spread of the tapes. In a country where private indiscretions rarely make national news, this level of transparency, coupled with public punishment, was unexpected, leading many to wonder whether this would mark a turning point in Equatorial Guinea's approach to official misconduct. The reaction from Equatorial Guineans have been mixed. On one hand, many citizens have called for Engonga's resignation, criticizing his behavior as unbecoming for someone in his position. As the head of an agency responsible for fighting corruption, his actions were seen as a betrayal of public trust. Others, however, argue that the leak represents a severe invasion of privacy, questioning whether Engonga's personal life should affect his public role unless it directly impacts his duties. This debate over privacy, ethics, and accountability has taken over social media, with citizens torn between the seriousness of these actions and concerns about privacy violations. As the scandal deepens, there is another layer of controversy: potential health risk. Equatorial Guinea's Attorney General, Anatolio Ebang Engonga, announced that if medical tests revealed Engonga to be carrying any sexually transmitted infections, he could face additional charges for endangering public health. This legal angle has not only intensified the scrutiny on Engonga's behavior, but also underscored the government's commitment to pursuing any and all violations associated with his actions. The case has already led to disruptions in internet access as authorities try to limit further spreading of the videos, impacting daily internet usage for people across the country. Citizens have reported slower speeds and restricted access to images, a reminder of the government's efforts to contain the scandal's ripple effect on society. Perhaps the most surprising element of this scandal is the government's response, which has evolved from damage control to reform. The Vice President has publicly voiced his commitment to accountability, underscoring the importance of integrity and ethical standards for public servants. He has taken a hard stance, vowing to penalize any official who misuses their position or government resources. This proactive approach could signal a shift towards stricter enforcement of ethical conduct within Equatorial Guinea's administration. The scandal has opened up conversations about the standards expected of public officials and the blurred lines between personal freedoms and professional accountability. Engonga, a man with a wife and 6 children, once represented law and order in financial matters. Now, he finds himself a cautionary tale of unchecked power and poor personal judgment. The scandal has left Equatorial Guinea at a crossroads. The government's swift response has been seen as a positive step towards enforcing ethical standards, but the lingering question remains: will this lead to a lasting change, or is it a short-lived attempt at damage control? In a nation where the personal actions of officials have rarely faced public scrutiny, this scandal has not only challenged norms, but also ignited conversations about accountability and the role of privacy in public life. The leaked videos may be the catalyst for a cultural shift towards transparency, where officials are held accountable not only for their public actions, but for conduct that could impact the integrity of their roles. For now, Equatorial Guinea is watching as the saga unfolds, with citizens and officials alike grappling with the implications of a scandal that started in private and exploded into the public sphere. How this story ends could redefine expectations for leadership and ethics in the country, showing that sometimes what happens behind closed doors can have profound consequences for an entire nation. Your perspective matters. What do you make of this shocking Equatorial Guinea sex scandal? Share your thoughts and insights in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.